Alright, so let me explain a few things real quick. So I'm about to start box 1.
Start recording.
No, not yet.
Okay.
When I check these, when I start to force out the air in these brakes, this red one is gonna pop out. This yellow one, I'm gonna have to pull it out. So when I pull it out, ignore it on your video. And you have to force it all the way out. This button just keep getting stuck. So actually force it out with your foot in real life. So when you see me pull this out in the recording, don't do that. You'll automatically fail your test if you do that. Alright, so now you can start recording. You want to record my hands.
Okay.
Alright, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Alright, so I'm going to start with box 1. Start with this safety belt. Actually make sure this safety belt latches and unlatches. Make sure this belt is not cut, frayed, dry rotting, or loose, properly mounted and secured. On the floor to the left, I should have a BC10 fully charged fire extinguisher. Make sure it's not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured with no leaks. I should have 3 red and orange triangle reflectors outside in my cargo hold. Extra fuses and circuit breakers in that glove box. To safely start this engine, make sure this gear shifter is in neutral. Parking brakes are set, meaning pulled out. Gas, brake, clutch. Put your foot on the brake pedal in the middle. Push the clutch all the way to the left to the floor. Start this engine. With this engine started, I'm going to check all my gauges, make sure they all are clean, working in normal range. Temperature gauge is the one that says water. That should be between 180 and 200. Oil pressure gauge should be between 40 and 50. The voltmeter gauge on this one is digital. It should be between 12 and 14 volts. Air pressure gauges should start to build up till they reach 120 to 140 psi. Lighting indicators, I have 5 of them. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Under your turn signals, you pull out your 4-way emergency flashes. To cut the flashes off, cut the turn signal on to the right or to the left. Put it back in the middle, it goes off. Cut on your headlights, which cuts on every light on this truck. And just like in your car, when you cut your high beams on, flick it back. Cut your lights back off. Horn, city horn on the steering wheel. Highway horn, I pull the cord. Heater and defrost. Make sure my heater and defrost work at all speeds, all settings, and make sure none of these vents are not blocked. Mirrors and windshield. Make sure the mirrors are clean and set to my view. Windshield should have no illegal stickers. Make sure they both are not cracked, bent, broken, or loose, properly mounted and secured. Check the rubber seal all the way around the windshield. Make sure the rubber seal is not cut, frayed, dry rotting, or loose, properly mounted and secured. And I'm going to say no leaks when it rains. I believe it's the wipers. Make sure the wipers are flush against the windshield. Make sure they work at all speeds, all settings, and actually make sure the washer fluid actually sprays on the glass. Cut your wipers back off. Parking brake check. Start with this yellow tractor brake first. Put my foot on the clutch and the brake, put the gear shifter into first gear. Push in this red valve. Make sure this handbrake is off, meaning up. Take my foot off this brake pedal, ease off the clutch until I feel a small tug. There's that small tug. Back on the clutch and the brake. Yellow tractor brakes work. Red trailer brake check. Pull out the red, push in the yellow. Take my foot off this brake pedal, ease off the clutch until I feel a small tug. There's the small tug. Back on the clutch and the brake. Red trailer brakes work. Service brake check, which is my brake pedal. Push in the red, check the yellow to make sure it's still pushed in. Make sure my handbrake is still off, meaning up. Take my foot off the brake, ease off the clutch. On the paper it say give it gas, let it roll. No need to. This truck rolls on its own. When I apply the clutch and the brake, this truck should stop. You good?
Yeah, we good.
No pull to the left, no pull to the right. I didn't hear any strange noises, and my ABS light on the dashboard did not come on. Put this gear shifter back into neutral. Air brake check. If this truck was on unlevel ground, I would put a chop under my front wheel so this truck does not roll. with my foot on the brake pedal only. Come off your clutch. Cut this engine off. I should hold my foot on the brake pedal for 1 minute. I should not lose more than 4 psi in any combination vehicle. Ask the examiner would he like to time me for 1 minute. If he wants to time you for 1 minute, wait 1 minute. If his answer is no, cut the engine on. Do not start it. I just want the gauges to work. Once the gauges are working, start to force out the air in this brake pedal. Warning light comes on at 60 psi. Keep pumping. The red trailer brake pops out at 40. Yellow tractor brake at 20. You don't stop pumping this brake pedal until they pop out. There go one. Now this yellow tractor brake, I'm gonna pop it out because it ain't gonna never come out. Air brake check is done. Ask the examiner, would he like me to cut this engine on to build up air pressure? He's gonna say yes. He wants you to safe start this engine, but he don't want to hear you say it. He just want to see you do it. He want to see your hand move left to right. He want to see you pull, brake, clutch, turn the key. Relax your feet. Hydraulic brake check. If this particular truck had hydraulic brakes, I will pump the brake pedal 3 times, hold it for 5 seconds. I should not lose any pressure. Continuing on to lights and reflectors, ask this examiner, would he like me to leave this vehicle running while we check lights and reflectors? He's gonna say yes. Cut on your headlights, which cuts on every light on this truck. Pull out your 4-way emergency flashes and make a safe exit from the vehicle, or you will fail the test. Pause.